I've got a lot of crone energy going on. The art journaling I've done this week is full of that crone energy and me resisting the call to show up, to go deeper, to show more of myself. Not the self that I have performed for 50 years, but just who I am, where I am every day.
Settle down, love. Don't be so restless. Only you have the power to get through.
The problem with that is I perform even for myself. I've done it for so long and so well that I am part of the audience. And so what I'm going to show you is how I strip away all of that pretense, all of that performance, and just allow myself to be myself, even in my most intimate moments. I want to tell you a story about being the cocoon for a bully. I didn't understand why she followed me as I walked home that day after school. It certainly wasn't because she wanted to be friends. Was she showing off for her minion who kept pace beside her? I was so frightened. Weren't you bored? Just following? Pushing me occasionally? You embodied everything about the world that confused me. An entire childhood and teenage life of being the weird one led into an adulthood of shape-shifting to show them the form that would please most. I was too shut down in that moment back then to do anything more than burrow so deeply inward I could hide even in plain sight. Today I wrote you a postcard because I still don't understand, but what I know now is that I don't have to. I can still feel the remnants of the surge of rage that surfaced, the way it channeled into my daring extra oomph of swing I gave my saxophone case, hoping it would crash into you, hoping you wouldn't realise I'd done it on purpose. Tonight it took my wife getting me talking about what was bothering me to connect the dots of my day. Horrible headache, comfort eating, losing my creative momentum, not wanting to cook, and I love cooking, on the verge of shutdown. My journaling session with my teenage bully on the postcard this morning. That's when I understood. I'm feeling feelings I've suppressed since I was 15 years old. Not all of them. Healing is a gradual process. It's often called living. This is all stirring up because I'm attempting to stop trying to be invisible and show you who I am. I'm not the same person I was back then, but I think I might have taken over the job of bully in the intervening years. The voices in my head have stalked behind me with an effectiveness that my real-life bullies never managed to achieve. I never went back to music class after that day. My saxophone took up residence in the corner of my bedroom, and I wasn't able to explain to my broken-hearted, music-loving father why his naturally talented daughter suddenly refused to play the sax she had chosen half her short lifetime ago. I didn't know then what I know now. Now I publish stories that show you what I know about the shadows. All my videos, art journaling, books, poems, conversations spiral around a central spike of truth. We are both our own best bullies and friends. I'm I'm overthinking this whole vlogging situation, spiraling a little bit. I spent yesterday in the grip of a migraine that started with I get visual auras, which as I understand it happens in the visual center of the brain, something to do with depolarization of cells and then subsequent alterations in blood flow. My optician told me it was eye migraine, but it doesn't happen in one eye or the other. It happens in both, and if I've got my eyes closed. So it looks like, imagine you're looking at a screen, a television screen, and there's a jagged line of pixels that kind of go like ice and like glass and kaleidoscopic kind of, but no color, just black and white. That's what it looks like. It looks like there's a slice in different places. It's never in the same place. It's quite discombobulating because I literally can't see anything in that area, no matter where I look, because it tracks with my visual center, not my eyes. So anyway, I don't always get a migraine after it, but often there's pressure and it'll turn into pain. So I had a lot of pressure in my head yesterday. And I'm trying to listen to the messages. I'm trying to work to kind of just let it come through. I did quite a lot of art journaling yesterday because I just couldn't manage anything else. It was really kind of easy doodling and strokes and like random snippets of word fragments that I was questioning, asking myself questions, waiting for the answers. And it appears that I'm punishing myself for, I don't know. It's so complicated. Punishing myself for, and that's the question, punishing myself for what? Why can't I just decide to be happy instead? Perfectly possible option. So anyway, I'm going to let myself have soft, gentle medicine today and stay cocooned as long as I need. But it's interesting that I am starting today to work out how to tell the story of letting myself be seen in a vlog. I just find that very coincidental, except I don't believe in coincidences. So I'm trying to stop myself from being seen. I imagine it's a last-ditch effort. And I'm just going to gentle my way into it anyway. So see you on the other side. I hope your day's going well. If you need to cocoon, if you need to get gentle and soft with yourself, just do it. I'm not punishing myself. I'm not flogging myself for needing this. Did you hear that cognitive shift right there where I say I'm not punishing myself? From the beginning of this little video, this little segment where I'm art journaling about apparently punishing myself, to talking my way through to this point and saying I'm not punishing myself. That's a huge cognitive shift. And this is why I encourage people to make videos of yourself, write things down in your journal, and then go back and read it sometimes, because you'll discover these shifts, these complete flips in your internal narrative that you will not have noticed. You won't notice. It'll just slip by. And you won't appreciate the healing and the growth that you've done. Mm. Ooh, that's really tasty. I like that a lot. It is the way it is. My curiosity is why. And if I can just gently lean into that enough and listen and really hear what comes through, no matter what it is, no matter how silly it seems or unimportant or nonsensical. Just stay available, keep meditating because it feels really good when I'm in there. It's just like relief, profound relief. What do you do when you need to get really super soft with yourself? How do you do that? Do you let yourself or do you drive on? Do you have that option? Do you feel like you even have that option to choose?
Meet me on the lake. Meet me in dark places. Meet me like the wind meets the rain. Meet me on the lake. Meet me in the night sky. Meet me when I'm at home, lying awake. For it's you I'm thinking of, and I don't know if I'll ever have the strength to move on.
My body is hanging on to the bullying trauma from my childhood years and specifically the incidents that I talked about earlier in the vlog. I wasn't going to add this in, but it's really significant. So the story I'm telling this episode is one of being seen, resistance to being seen. And the resistance I'm feeling in my body right now through the night, oh my God, to being seen is kind of like classical dream psychology. The things I'm dreaming about being exposed in really quite humiliating ways in huge public forums and my body just doing all of the disgusting things to in like this last thrashing grasp of holding on to the stuff that I'm trying to let go of. And so today I'm going to film a little montage showing you all of the different amazing mixed media artworks that I've done, maybe a little bit in my art journal because that's all mixed media mostly. Because there is actually some really beautiful stuff there. And just this last few days especially, I've been wrestling with the idea of claiming the title artist for myself. Oh, I feel really emotional right now. I've been a musician. I joined in with my mum with her oil painting and sketching classes when she was doing that. Since I've grown up, just after corporate life and then moving to the Netherlands, I discovered that I can literally make art with paint and pencils and paper, and sometimes I'm quite good at it, and it always feels amazing. And oh God, I totally forgot. I became an author, writing magical realism and just blowing the wisdom of the studies I've done over the decades onto the pages in like nonfiction spiritual guidance, and I forget that. So I'm shaking. I can feel the inside of me trembling right now. I'm an artist. I make art to understand myself and the world around me and how everything fits together. I crochet, I splash, I make a mess, get glue on my fingers. I'm a mixed media artist. All the things. The beautiful chaos. I guess I'll go and get my artworks together and do a bit of a show and tell. I think I'll drink my coffee first. So, see you soon.
Show me how this ends. Whisper it will be okay. Meet me at our favorite spot. I'll take the train. Meet me on the lake. Meet me when I'm crying out. Meet me, oh just darling. Take me away. For it's you I'm dreaming of, and I know you're the one giving me the strength to move on. Meet me on the lake. Meet me on the lake. On the lake. For it's you I'm dreaming of. 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 For it's you, for it's you I'm dreaming of.
So the art journaling I did this week is I've called Crone Beneath the Mountain. And here's the, can you see that? Let me see, hang on. Isn't she gorgeous? I don't know if I'll have to. Don't know if I'll have to bleep out boobies because, you know, heaven forbid nipples. But I've shown the whole process for that in the art journaling video that's going up in Patreon this month. It's quite epic. I've had to split it up into 2 sessions, but there's lots of layers, and I talk about how the inspiration's coming up and where I start from, which is a blank page, and where I get to, which is less resistance to showing up, which is subsequently led to me being here, sitting here, showing you things that I don't show anyone else. I am discovering more about how to embody this big, wild energy of this period of my life that I'm moving into with my art, with my writing, and just my conversations with myself, actually. So, cheers to us, to all of us who are practicing the art of menopause.